Good morning. The Mashup is on SiriusXM Hits1. I'm Ryan with Stan and Nicole, and this is exciting because we haven't seen him in like 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Louis Tomlinson's here.
Thanks for having me. How you doing?
Of course, we're doing great, man. So good to see you whenever you're here.
Yeah. I mean, you don't write, you don't call, like there's no love anymore.
I know, I'm an arsehole, aren't I?
How is Italy? I mean, if you're going to be somewhere for a couple months, it seems like that's a nice place.
That was great, yeah. We were there for about maybe just under 2 weeks. We finished the tour there. It was amazing, man. Amazing.
I got to imagine that when you're out on tour, you're sort of at the mercy of whatever food is around. And that would be one place you're like, okay, I can stay here.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I spent the whole tour just eating pasta anyway. So then when we landed in Italy, it was banging, man. Banging.
Oh my God, I wish I could just sit and eat pasta every day.
Yeah.
That would not be good for my body.
It's probably not good for mine either, but...
You still look great.
Thanks a lot.
So, Faith in the Future, November 11th. Are you freaking out?
You know, I'm dead excited. Everything around this album, the process, making it, writing it, and now, you know, getting close to release now, everything just feels a lot more... It's just been a lot more rewarding, this whole process. There was a lot of pressure around the first record, and not to the point where I couldn't enjoy it, but there was just so many more things to be over-analytical about, whereas now, I just feel dead excited going into this next chapter, definitely.
You know, I was reading that you said, if I'm being honest, I could have made a second record that would be a bigger commercial hit than this will be, and I'm confident in that. And it sounds like we're looking for something a little bit more meaningful. Like, it wasn't important for it to be this big, like, pop sensation.
The thing is that, you know, like, where I have the luxury of my experience with One Direction, you know, we experienced so much, and I suppose now I realise, and especially kind of lockdown was good for these kind of thoughts. I realised I wanted to chase something else. I wanted to find something else that was kind of more fulfilling for me at this time, and that for me was making the record that I really want to make. So I feel dead proud of kind of sticking to me guns and doing that.
I read something that you said that sort of like fascinated me in a way. That you said The Greatest, which is going to be the first song on the album, that you didn't write it as an album opener, you wrote it as a tour opener.
Yeah.
You wrote it, so like when you're sitting there thinking of writing a song, you're like, I'm going to play this first every time I go out in concert.
It's got to be a banger.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to lie. This whole record was written with the live show in mind, to be fair. That's where it's always been my favourite part of the job. It's where you see the songs come to life. But yeah, that was written with the intention of being the tour opener, and then actually we opened the album with it as well.
But you think about it like, will you write a song for like, this will be cool in a video or a short film, or this will be good for an acoustic performance? Do you think about it that way, or just for that song you did?
There has been times across this record, you're more thinking about specific moments in the show, you know, like, so for that one was the opener. You might think of a closer, there'll be something in the middle where you want a peak of energy.
Right.
So throughout the whole writing process, I was trying to visualize what this next tour is going to look like.
Do you have ideas for videos already? Or like starting to brainstorm a little bit about what certain videos will look like? Or you're not there yet?
No, I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
I had a lot of time to think straight, to be fair, recently. Went straight off tour and then straight into promo. But yeah, there'll be time for that.
So there was a very famous video, I believe it was Steal My Girl, that,
I love that
Danny DeVito was in here recently talking about it. And this is what he had to say about his wardrobe.
It's Danny and Lucy DeVito talking here.
Big time for me is like, I got to be comfortable. I said, how about if I wear pajamas? I did. I don't know how many years ago Steal My Girl was.
A long time.
But I still have the pajamas. I wear them all the time. I always steal my costumes.
The other day he said, I need a sewing kit. I was like, why? He's like, gotta fix my Steal My Girl pajamas.
They live on.
Oh, do you know what? That was an amazing video, amazing day, to be fair. And he's a good lad. He's a good lad. I did enjoy that.
Do you ever take anything from set? Is that like your jam at all?
There definitely has been in the past. I mean, if there's any like props or anything like that we're using, yeah, I can't think of anything off the top of my head that I have taken.
I would be horrible. I would be just like, look the other way. I'd be taking everything because I don't know. I just want those memories.
Yeah. I think I've definitely still got all the clothes that I want. You know what I mean?
And something that I think you said for this album is that you wanted to write a very guitar-forward album. You used a lot of guitars, whereas I feel like today it's more laptop and electronic. And I guess sort of what was behind that decision?
It's always been a big part of my creation, to be fair, and that's always been a big part of like my taste, really, is that like to keep things as organic as possible and as live sounding as possible. That's like, it's just really important to me in the live show, but also in how the tracks are produced as well. I will say on this record, I feel like me and the producers were a little bit braver with the sounds that we used. I think it was marginally one-dimensional, no pun intended, on the first record, where I was just thinking about kind of guitar sounds and guitar-driven songs, whereas I kind of dipped my toe into a couple of like slightly dancier sounding tunes on this new record. So yeah.
Would you say that being a dad has changed the way that you write or in your processes, or the way that you're inspired?
Probably subconsciously.
Right.
Yeah, nothing like, I mean, the two things are kind of separate for me, but I'm sure there will be, like, subconsciously, I'm sure it will have an effect on me, obviously. But, like, when I go and spend my time with me Freddie, like, I take off me singer head and I put on me dada.
I like that. Have you said anything, like, I don't know, since you've had him that you were like, I promise I never would? Like I said the other day to my kids, because I said so. And I was like, oh my gosh, why am I talking like that?
Oh, yeah.
I'll turn this car around.
Yeah, I do. I can't think of any specifics, but I do find myself all the time, saying those things that you used to cringe at as a kid.
Right?
And then now you're the parent and you're delivering that same message. But you've got to.
Yeah.
It's part of the job.
Does he know that you are who you are, or only knows that you're just dad?
Well, I try. I'm not gonna lie. I do. It's not that I shield him from that, but small doses really.
Yeah.
But he did come and watch me at the LA show that I had on my tour. That was about, I want to say, maybe 5 months ago now.
So,
and that, honestly, that was like by far the most emotional show I had. It was amazing. He came with his own little banner, and normally he's in bed at like 7. The show finished at like maybe 10 to 11. He's still wide awake, loving it. So that was dead nice.
That's awesome. You're somebody who's been lucky. You've spent way more time with the Queen than we ever did.
Yeah.
And I'm just wondering, with everything that's been going on back at home, sort of, if you had any memories there, what came to mind, or what was it like
when you got to meet her? Like, what's protocol?
Oh,
did she know who you were?
It was massively overwhelming, like, obviously, anything like that. There is a full protocol. I can't remember exactly what you have to say, but I do remember getting it wrong and being embarrassed in that time.
Did she care?
I don't think she cared, but it was. I didn't quite say, "All right, love, how you doing?" But it was in that kind of realm, you know what I mean?
What's up, girl?
Yeah. But yeah, definitely a proud moment to have met, of course.
Oh my gosh, I just can't imagine. I feel like I would totally blow it. I feel like I'd blow it way more than you might have.
We just want to say thank you so much for coming. And before you go,
yes.
the celebrities, when they come, they always leave a question for the next person. So we got to get you yours before you leave. The question for the rich and the famous. Yours is coming from Joe Troman from Fall Out Boy.
Hey, I'm Joe Troman from Fall Out Boy, and I want to know what smell would make you vomit.
New York City in general?
What? That is a question that I'm not on my toes for. What smell would
maybe
make
a certain
me...
alcohol that you got sick on once?
I fucking hate whiskey. The smell of whiskey will make me want to be sick.
For real, that's my favorite.
Yeah, sorry, strictly vodka myself. Yeah, I hate the smell of whiskey, so let's go with that.
All right. Does it bring you back to a bad time? Was it like
not
a one
really,
bad night?
No,
okay.
I've never really drunk it. It's just. Well,
okay. All right. Louis Tomlinson, we're so excited. Thank you for coming to hang out. Faith in the Future is out November 11th, and we cannot wait. We are counting down the days.
Thanks for having me. Good to see you both.
Of course. You too, love.
Thank you.